Let's talk about China's secret gold hoard finally being exposed, potentially according to some recent UK exports data. We'll do live gold, silver, Bitcoin analysis as well. All of this is starting within the first 2 minutes of the show. Make sure you keep watching. But in the first 1 minute of the show, I've got to let you know you are watching Good Morning Stackers with me, Joe Main, and we do what I call the synchronized slurp. You grab a tasty beverage, I grab my tasty beverage, we slurp them synchronously together within the first 1 minute of the show. Is it the favorite part of your day? I know it is. So much to talk about right now. Here we go. Wherever you are in the world, going out live on X and on YouTube right now. In 3, 2, 1, slurp your tasty beverage, people. Great to see you. You're watching Good Morning Stackers, your weekdaily-ish live morning show with me, Joe Main, a stacker of precious metals since 2010, a stacker of crypto since 2013, worked in the gold bullion dealer industry here in Australia for 11 years now. I do this show. Hit the big red subscribe button to join the GMS family live on X or on YouTube. I just started a Telegram channel, by the way, a Telegram group. Link is in the top of the live chat as well. So join the conversation after the live show and you can chat 24/7 on the new Telegram group as well about gold, silver, Bitcoin, all that stuff. Keep it classy, people. That is the deal. Couple of 30 seconds worth of shout outs before we get into the topic of the day. GMS says Mark, Florida. Pete Repeat, good afternoon. Morning, Joe, says Jason Ashworth. Morning, Jason. Good to see you. Mark, Florida. Good morning, Pete Repeat. G'day all, says Big Buddha. Oh, man, that's so great to have you here. Once again, my name is Joe Main. Hit me up with an email at gmstackers@gmail.com for any reason whatsoever. Shout outs, silver coins, gold coin stuff. You want to talk about social media stuff, which I can help you with. I won't do all those plugs. You'll get that at some point. And of course, the show is brought to you by Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, Wealthstack, wealthstack.com. Let's talk about China's secret gold hoard finally exposed. This is an article that's just posted recently, and we'll just share that article, have a quick talk about it. Apparently, according to some new UK exports data, there seems to be some discrepancy there. So there's a great little article, and we're going to share and have a quick read of that. Then we'll get on with the rest of the stuff today. Live gold, silver analysis, and of course, all our chats towards the end of the show, sharing all the comments with the GMS family. This is brought to you by, this is Aronum, Auronum, or Aronum. Okay, this is Bars and Coins. So look, first off, it's an article posted on a gold and silver bullion dealer's website. So it's going to be a little bit clickbaity, of course. Yeah, but let's see what they have to say. So this is China's secret gold hoard exposed, what UK reports just reveal. Let's have a bit of a read together, and I think you can see that fine. You know what I'll do? I'll move my head out the way so you can see it, and I'm going to put myself over here. Someone remind me to put my head back on that side afterwards. That'd be lovely. Let's see. Western analysts, we'll do that. Western analysts have long speculated that the Chinese Communist Party has been underreporting its gold purchases. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Raising concerns about the true scale of its stockpile. In late 2024, official data from China revealed a 6-month hiatus in gold buying by the central bank. Okay, that's right here. See that 6-month period right there for about June to August. Well, it's 6 months-ish. Okay, I guess. Right there, which seemed to contradict previous patterns of acquisition. Yep. Of course. However, this official pause in purchases contrasted with other data sources, such as records published by the UK government. These records, which track the export of non-monetary gold, revealed that China was still actively buying gold from London during this period. Okay, often when gold was trading at lower prices locally. Okay, so a big discrepancy there, apparently. This discrepancy between China's official declarations and international trade data has fueled ongoing speculation about the true extent of China's gold reserves and the strategic motives behind its purchasing behavior. Well, I think the motives are pretty clear. Let's see, what does the data show? The data from the chart comparing UK gold exports to China and the People's Bank of China reported purchases reveals significant trends and discrepancies. So, okay, so this is a chart which is, okay, there you go. So the blue is UK exports, okay, and then China is their reported imports. Okay, so actually you can see, yeah, from around about May, June, July, August, all the way through to October. Okay, so apparently there, but look at the UK exports. Okay, it's a little bit pumping more. So let's see that. Check out that discrepancy. While the UK government's export data shows substantial fluctuations in gold sales to China, with a noticeable peak in October of 2022. That is right there. Okay, so that's UK exports having a massive peak in October of 2022. China's own declared gold purchases, as reported by the People's Bank of China, tell a different story. Obviously, there's October, huge, one of them, like record month a couple of years ago. And China's gone, we didn't take any of that. Sure, they didn't. Okay. Large gap between export data and reported purchases. So over many months, particularly from May 2022 to June 2023, the UK exported large quantities of gold to China. So they're saying specifically they exported large quantities of gold to China, ranging from 4.83 tons to 72 tons. However, the PBOC's reported purchases were far less in comparison. For example, in May and June of 2022, there were no declared purchases by China, despite the UK exporting significant amounts of gold. Right. So noticeable increase in reported purchases in mid-2022. PBOC began reporting substantial gold purchases starting in July. Okay, where are we? July? That's July 2022. Oh, that's the UK, sorry. Are you sure let's try that again. Been reporting gold purchases starting in July. That doesn't match up with the chart there, am I wrong? Which figures such as 32 tons in July, 30 tons in August. I think they mean 2023. Let me have a look. Don't they mean 2023? Okay, that's a little strange. So I don't know what's going on with that chart there. Let's see. These purchases are much higher than any previous month, signaling an increase in China's interest in gold at that time. However, in the months where UK exports were notably high, such as September of 2022, China's export purchases remained significantly lower. September 22. Well, there's nothing there. So what's going on with this? What's going on with this chart, people? Good old Aronum, what are you doing? In the latter part of 2023, China's reported purchases dropped sharply, with no gold purchases reported at all for several months, including January, February, and March of 2024. Yep, you can see that, right? January, what? China reported. This chart is all over the place, guys. I don't know what you're doing, but okay. It doesn't seem to be matching up with what you're saying here, dudes. Let's see. This pause occurred despite continued UK exports, including significant shipments in May and June. Key discrepancy in gold pricing and purchases. Okay. During periods when gold prices were lower in the UK market, such as early 2023, the UK still exported significant quantities of gold to China. Okay, apparently to this UK exports data. However, China's reported purchases did not always reflect these quantities, suggesting that there may be other dynamics at play, such as off-market transactions, or a discrepancy between actual purchases and official reporting. Okay, I guess this is the conclusion here, is it? Yeah. These trends raise questions about the transparency of China's gold purchases. Really? And suggest that the PBOC may be underreporting its gold acquisitions to maintain economic and strategic discretion. The mismatch between official Chinese data and international export records underlies the complexities in tracking the true scale of China's gold stockpiling efforts. Okay, so this was my first look at the article. I can see a little, it's definitely clickbaity-ish. They're a website, they want to trend and all that sort of stuff. I like the title. I actually copied the title for the title of this thing. Cool. But this is what they are reporting on. I'm reporting on this article right here. Makes sense to me. I think, and leave a comment below. This is pretty darn obvious that the Communist Party of China is going to underreport their gold purchases. I can imagine that they would. So this is stuff that's probably we already know massively. I like that they, put this article forth saying the UK data has revealed the discrepancies. That's something I don't think I knew before, so I've just learned something. However, I will just say with this article, What's the deal with the discrepancy in your own graph here? Because we talked about some key dates here where China was apparently buying or not buying, and they didn't seem to line up, unless I'm reading that this little chart incorrectly, though. Don't think so. But anyway, that is China's secret gold hoard exposed. Okay, let's read some comments on that. Then we are going to do some live gold silver analysis. We'll take a look at Bitcoin and crypto as well. And of course, talk to my amazing GMS family once again, going out live on X and on YouTube right now. And please hit the big red subscribe button to join the GMS family. I'm going to just change something very quickly. Just give me one moment while I've got you. So get your comments in right now. That will really help me so we can have a good old chat. So I'm going to do that. China's gold hoard exposed. We're going to go plus BTC. We'll do that. And there we go. I'll do that. Maybe that'll get it going. Fantastic, people. Let's do some comments and some quick more shout outs, etc. before we get in. Jason Ashworth says first message on the Telegram channel. You got in there, do we? I won't show the screen, but did you? Jason, good on you, Jason. Morning, Joe. Morning, Jason. Give me one sec. So, of course, if you want to continue the conversation 24/7, whenever you like, you can jump on here and on the Telegram channel. I can't show you specifically the screen, unfortunately, but go to the link in the live chat right now. I'll put a link in the info section of the YouTube page as part of the pinned comment. I'll also be plastering it around everywhere. Join the Telegram channel, people. Let's see. Comments about China stuff or anything else that we would like to talk about? Beat me to it. Now, Jason Ashworth says, maybe BRICS want to back new currency by gold. Maybe. Because they know Fort Knox is empty and would make USD highly devalued. Maybe they do. That's really interesting. The Don says, GMS. Debt is great, says GMS. What China don't tell the China don't tell the truth in their reported data. Shock horror. Yeah, probably underreported. Keep cards close to their chest. I would, wouldn't you? Isn't that the incentive? Isn't every single country just over-reporting or under-reporting to suit their own needs? Yes. Okay, there's no such thing as real data anymore. Okay, and so the short answer is any data that matters is fake. Let me put that again. Any data that matters. So not like, any data that matters. So data on big ticket items, anything political, anything climate change, any this, any that, anything that matters in the world is going to be faked to some degree, manipulated to some degree to suit the people who are, their own intentions, their own incentives. Okay. I find it very hard to believe anything anymore, except all I know is that I exist, I think. Let's see. Cool. Let's get into gold analysis, gold, silver, platinum analysis, and all that other fun stuff. Once again, if you are watching brand new, you're watching Good Morning Stackers, the week daily live show on X and on YouTube. Hit the big red subscribe button to join the GMS family on YouTube. Follow me on X. I will be doing a silver giveaway once we hit 2,000. It might not be this silver coin specifically, but a silver coin. Once we hit pure silver, once we hit 2,000 followers on YouTube, and I'll do one when we get 5,000 followers on X. We're at 1,360 something on YouTube and 3,500 roughly on X. So not too far to go. If you want to be in the running, you know what you have to do. Let's go to gold and I'll share the screen. That might be a good idea. Sharing the screen, people. Let's take a look at gold, then we'll do some silver and Bitcoin and crypto as well. Here is gold. Thank you. Thanks for the reminder, people. No one reminded me. I'll move this back over down here. Cool. Here is gold on the daily time frame priced in US dollars, 2,933. Good news, bad news. Good news. Congratulations. We created a brand new all-time high in gold overnight. That literally just happened overnight when you and I were sleeping here in Australia, of course, coming to you live from Melbourne in Australia. It is 9:45 a.m. on Thursday, technically. We are in the future. So sleeping overnight, that just happened. Okay, fantastic. Good news. Bad news is the momentum looks like it's waning. Now, I say bad news. Well, that depends on your subjective view on it. Are you hoping for a little bit lower prices so you can buy a bit more? Sure. Should you be waiting for dips? No, because we do talk about the dips that probably don't dip for as long as you think they will dip, and all that, or they won't dip as much as you think they'll dip, all that kind of stuff. But looks like a potential opportunity if you are waiting to load up the truck for a bit, because we did post a slightly higher high, but if you take a look on the relative strength index, you're posting lower highs on the RSI, and this is on the daily time frame. Okay, so we're not talking macro, but just on the short term, signs are pointing to just some momentum waning. We had that big move just in the last couple of days back from 28.80 to the new all-time high, but it hasn't posted a much higher high. Okay, so it's just, you can see that there. So that's called a bearish, what I believe it to be a bearish divergence, probably short term. So I'm expecting potentially a pullback coming. Where is it coming down to? I don't know, and neither do you. But what we could do, for example, if we took it on the daily time frame, and this is all spitballing, okay? Does it really mean anything? No. Should you be dollar cost averaging anyway? Yes. Okay, but the level you wouldn't want to, the level you could first see is around about 2,860, but you might get into this kind of zone here. Watch out for, that's kind of close to that sort of 2,800, anywhere down to sort of 2,765. By the way, am I saying this is 100% happening? No, again, dollar cost average, just do it, because we could certainly, fakes us out here, has a fake out, and then just rockets up to those higher prices, watching out for around about $3,200-ish will be the top end of the area where I go, it's really starting to look a bit extended now. Okay, so just watch out for that, which is potentially, this kind of zone here, which other people would call the zag zone, which I would agree with. So that's kind of down in here. Okay, it's a bit of a range, but it's kind of, that's your, as other people would call it, the zag zone. Okay, so just watch out for that. That probably coincides roughly with this previous high right there. That's at 2790. So watch out for a potential move there. By the way, could I be wrong? Yeah, totally. Okay, I'm just seeing, I'm not an expert, by the way, not an expert at all in TA analysis. I mean, I've been stacking precious metals since 2010. Stacking crypto since 2013, but I've never studied this stuff for real. I'm actually highly considering going to a school specifically for it, an online course, a full 12-month online course, okay, with masteringthemarkets.com. Masteringthemarkets.com, not paid by them, not sponsored, but I'm really highly considering doing that course. They have openings in July. Really thinking about it, okay, to be a professional technical analyst, okay? But what I know about things like, bearish divergences and things like that, I'm learning as I go. That's what I'm seeing. So watch out for a potential move into, as they call it, the zag zone, anywhere between the 0.236 and the 0.5, okay, of the Fibonacci from this low and this high. Is that even the correct low and high to choose from? I don't know, but just watch out for that. And look, coming back to test a major area of previous resistance would make sense. Okay, so that 2,000, that 2,800, 2,790, $2,800 level is probably your most obvious area if we do see some kind of confirmed pullback around about there, 2,800. Cool. Because just look at that on the, again, so higher price, lower on the relative strength index, and potentially just a bit of time down in here, which could take it down to there. Possibly even lower. What would we not want to see, preferably? You don't want to see it break the mother of all trend lines, the trend line that goes all the way back to 1980. Cool. Just for all the newbies watching, let me get rid of all of that just so you can see it. See that? Mother of all trend lines goes all the way back to 1980. I knew that would happen. Right there. We've finally broken above it. Fantastic. Hey, we've broken above the mother of all trend lines, and we're on the other side now. That is so damn bullish for gold, I can't even tell you. So on the longer term, gold is looking absolutely amazing. Okay, just on the shorter term though, you might get a little bit of a pullback, but what we don't want to see is a pullback any lower than, that's the hourly time frame, any lower than the mother of all trend lines. Okay, you really don't want to see that. So I'm not saying it's going back to here, but you don't want to see that, and that acts as resistance, and then bang. Not good. Okay, being back on the underside after we've broken out, not great. Okay, that's why I'd be watching more closely for that $2,800 level, and down to there, that's a quick little fake out. That's fine. Okay, no problem. A breakout and a proper retest, no problem. But yeah, balance of probability, that. Okay, and that's what I'm seeing. Could be completely wrong, and we just go. I mean, market goes up and down, right? But around about here, it's just the momentum is waning a little bit for gold. Happy to be wrong because price go up. Good news. Good news for everyone. If you're buying lower, hey, great news. Dollar cost averaging, you get to average your cost in lower. You know where, and I know where the price is going over the next 3, 5, 10 years. Boop, 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 boop. Cool, good. That is gold. Let's take a look at my old friend silver on the daily time frame, $32.70 US. I would suggest, obviously, where gold goes, silver does tend to follow. I don't notice it. I don't notice well, I could be wrong here. Maybe I'm going to do a live look at this. Ooh, okay. Am I noticing the same thing? Here's the positive sign, and we've been talking about it. We're back above $32.50, although I keep saying, great to see us that we've closed a day above it finally, and looks like we might close today above it too. I think we're about to open the new day. Actually, we technically have. So technically, we've had 2 days closing above $32.50, and yesterday, where did we have a spike down to? Oh, $32.50. Very clear area. Okay. However, if gold, I think, is waning in its momentum, that would mean silver tends to follow. So what I'll show you here, am I noticing a similar thing? Again, this is just a pure live look. I don't know if the peak is completely in, but let's have a look here. So you've got this spike up to $33.40. You got this now. What is the spike there? Does that match up anywhere, or does that match up anywhere? I could be wrong on all of that. Let's see, there to there. Yeah, no. Let's see. It's moving up. Oh, okay. Anyway, so the short answer is, again, I'm not a professional. So I'm not noticing, I don't think I'm noticing any bearish divergence there, but in general, where gold goes, silver might tend to follow. Although hopefully if gold has a bit of a dip, silver doesn't dip as much, and we just need to remain above that $32.50 level. Please and thanks. As long as we remain above there, higher prices are coming. Okay. That's all you really need to know. I guess we had been talking about the old potential head and shoulders, but it doesn't seem to be a thing now. Remember we talked about that, which is that and that and that, but that neckline is just, it seems too steep in order to call it a proper neckline. You'd want to come down more like this. That becomes the neckline, and you do that. That's a lot of squiggles. I apologize. So that's probably not in play. Great to see it above $32.50. Let's just hold above there. But, as we all believe and as we all pretty much know, silver is in a massive, 45-year cup and handle, as we've been talking about for all my newer subscribers that have just jumped on board. 45-year cup and handle, that is playing out, and it will continue to play out 10, 20 years from now. Multiple hundreds of dollars of silver. Okay, we can easily get to $50 probably this coming year, and then once we break $50, which we will eventually again this year, early next year, something like that, then it's just onwards and upwards, and then we're in 45 years. We're in it took 45 years to get into price discovery. Again, silver is according to other people, silver is the only asset in the entire world which is still underneath its 1980 price. Cool, 1980, 2011. It will break eventually. Look at that. It's happening, people. Multi-year, okay, 10, 15, 20-year bull run in silver. And we're talking, high points of around about, it's just sort of normal prices, not taking into account some massive thing that breaks open the silver market and everyone goes, this is massive normal market moves, $700 silver, 10, 20 years. I mean, it'll take a bit of time. Yeah, that's doable, okay? Because that's just this cup and handle playing out to its finality, okay? Am I saying 100% is going there? No, okay? But we all know where silver is going. So buy and hold and you're all good. Let's just remain above 32.50 would be preferable on the intraday. Good. Let's go to platinum. Platinum, $973 per platinum ounce, troy ounce, and we had that spike. We're still back in the cautiously optimistic zone. Nothing to say. Just need to see that hold and bounce and do that, and then we'll talk higher prices. We're not there yet, so just no man's land, trading in a range, and I'm cautiously optimistic, but very cautiously optimistic at this point. Gold to silver ratio hasn't done anything major. It's still within gold's area. Okay, gold still outperforming silver over the mid-term. Okay, longerish to mid-term. Eventually, that will tick over. I don't know where that will tick over. So gold could still have a decent run. Okay, but at the moment, it's sort of outshining silver at the moment. Although just in the last couple of months, it's just kind of been in a bit of a range there. But yeah, it's over the longer term, though, you can see gold has been winning. Silver will win at some point. And again, don't forget, this is a ratio. The price of gold and the price of silver can both be skyrocketing at the same time. It's just one is more skyrocketing than the other, okay? That's a ratio. But one day, and what generally happens is gold goes crazy and then silver follows. So then you can see, gold goes crazy. The gold to silver ratio keeps going higher and higher. I'm not saying it's going to these levels, but it goes higher to a certain point. And then it gets so expensive that people go, oh, that's silver thing. That's really cheap comparatively. And then you see the gold to silver ratio drop. Great time to be in silver. Swap your silver for more gold later on down the track when the ratio lowers. Get it, got it, good. That is gold, silver, platinum, and all that stuff. Please buy from Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, the best bullion dealer in all of Australia. They've got guaranteed best prices with their price match promise. Find a product at Perth Bullion Exchange cheaper at a competitor and they will match it. T's and C's apply, of course, right? A few caveats. There's a video on the Perth Bullion Exchange YouTube channel, okay, which I have been helping them with their content. That's what I've been doing for a long time. I help people launch and grow on YouTube's businesses specifically. Send me an email if you want to find out more. I have a long history and a long successful history in that. But anyway, they've talked about their price match promise, lots of 5-star Google reviews, and they also happen to be the only company in all of Australia that gives you free shipping when you buy over a certain amount. There we go. Australia's first and only dealer to offer free shipping. Okay. Now that says here when you buy 20 or more items, but they're the only bullion dealer to give you free shipping in the first place. Check out their new Texas Mint range of products. This slideshow needs to be much, much slower in my opinion. Wealthstack, wealthstack.com. Download it for Android or iPhone. It's a phone app predominantly. Okay, you can use the desktop version, but it's a phone app predominantly to save and invest in real physical metal, backed one-to-one with real physical metal. They don't deal in paper contracts, all that stupid stuff that other companies do. Right, there's David Ski, the CEO, the other members. Okay, I did an interview with the CEO, David Ski, a few months ago on my channel. Go check that out. But here's the app. Here's what it looks like. You download it. One word, Wealthstack. There's the logo. There is the user interface. So easy to invest in gold, real physical gold, okay? Held in storage for you under your name. You do own it, okay? It is under your name. You just don't hold the physical metal yourself, okay? It's called an unallocated gold program. Many stackers are happy to have unallocated. I have unallocated. I've certainly had unallocated in different bullion dealers, and I have Wealthstack unallocated as well. And it's a great way to save and invest. Spot plus 1% to buy gold, okay? You can buy a minimum of $10 of gold, and it's only spot plus 1%. It's not spot plus 20 million % because it's a tiny little bit of gold. No, it's always just spot plus 1%. Okay, to buy, to sell, it's spot minus 0.5%. So the spreads are really good. And again, it's backed one-to-one with real physical metal. What's in the roadmap for Wealthstack? Silver is on the roadmap for Wealthstack. You'll be able to eventually buy silver on the wealthstack.com app. Okay, physical redemptions of gold and silver are on the roadmap as well. A debit card is on the roadmap too. Fairly newish company. Okay, Australian owned, Australian operated, Australian regulated. They are doing everything right. They reached out to me because they wanted to get the trust of you, the gold and silver stacker, first. Okay, and then if you're not into it because you're the if I don't hold it, I don't own it person, which we love, then you'll send this to your friends and family to try and wake them up. Okay, give them the gateway drug of Wealthstack, wealthstack.com. Let's take a look. Quickly check. Have I got a bunch of people? Oh, I do have a bunch of people watching. That is fantastic. Let's go to Bitcoin and crypto analysis very quickly, and then we shall end the show with our more of our shout outs and more of our conversation again, of course, all of our comments. So here is Bitcoin. Here's Bitcoin on the interesting daily time frame, priced in US dollars, 96,636. Why do I say that with such a pronounced because and I'm not saying this means anything major. Okay, but we are now so far, even though we've got 59 minutes until the close of the day. So I have a sneaky suspicion the following is going to happen. But look, we are now back above the very key Fibonacci level of the $96,500 level. Technically on this Bitstamp exchange price, it's 96,473-ish. Okay, it's not going to be drawn in perfectly, but it's from this high and this low. Okay, and we just jumped up $200 in that time that I just said that. Okay, so we're now back above there. So what did we find in the last 24 hours? We had a big spike down, another big spike down. Okay, so it's just really very, very choppy. Okay, big spike down to 90,000, closed above the uptrend line, which is the one that goes back to the previous peaks of 2021. I won't bore you with going back to the macro and showing you that. Another big spike down, we closed above the uptrend line. Lots of spikes. Now we just had another big spike down. Okay. We like big spikes down, okay, because it says buyers are more so in control of the market. The sellers go, can we? And the buyers go, yeah, no, you don't. Bitcoin's still going places, people. That's kind of if Bitcoin could talk, that's what it would be saying. It'd be saying, no, you don't. Okay, so that was good positive sign yesterday that we did close so high, okay, and we were hovering around this 96,400, 96,500 level, and possibly, again, Bitcoin does this, it can have a little bit of a peak, and then it might, as long as we close above, I'd like to see us close above on the daily time frame. So if we can close this next, so the hour, this is the candle, so this is the last hour before the change of the day. If we can close above, if we can close green here, okay, then technically that's good. We will have closed the day above 96,500. That's a good little sign. However, bear in mind, okay, big downtrend, okay? We're nowhere out of the woods. We're still in just a trading range. This could easily close above 96,500 and then in the next 24 hours just come back down and start testing here again. The more you test it, the more likely it is to be taken out. You did have that spike down to the 0.236 of 93,660. Clear support. So it is just ranging, okay? Many people say, it's so interesting to watch X, for example, or that many different opinions are saying, guys, this is just, a blip along the way. This is just, accumulation before the move up. And other people are going, accumulation? No, that's more like distribution before we head back down again and test this kind of like $75,000 level. I don't know which one it is, so I'm not trading it, okay? I'm waiting for some confirmation now. I am in a position in something else called Pengu, which I'm really down on at the moment, and it's annoying me, but that's life. Until there's confirmation of Bitcoin either closing right back up or really coming back down, I'll stay in that Pengu position. I'll watch the altcoin market. We'll take a look at that in a second, but got to close at least above 101 for any kind of confidence, 101,000. Got to close above 104, 105,000 for me to say, new highs in Bitcoin coming really soon, okay? We're in that range, nothing else to say. Great to see us above 96.5. Let's see what happens. That is that. Let's take a look at others. So others is the altcoin market minus the top 10. We had that move, just like ASX Trader said, we had that move 2% off the move had that sort of relief rally. Okay, we had that big spike down, relief rally to 290 billion. What we do from here, we didn't print a lower low. Hopefully, is this the little liquidity grab? And we've had a nice little move back up, 265 billion market cap, but we're nowhere out of the woods yet, okay? I'm watching my position very closely on Pengu and some other stuff. I like the fact that we've gone into the bottom end of extremely oversold. So the bottom end of the normal range. Okay, so we haven't got into extremely oversold. Okay, but we've had a bit of a bounce. Okay, trending up potentially. Could this be an accumulation range before we see a move higher? That would be lovely. Okay, and what we want to see is a move back above for the altcoin market to say, oh, it's now altcoin season is going to happen and it's going to continue for 2025. You need to see it at least close above the downtrend line right here. That's coinciding with a bunch of areas. It's around about your $325 to $330 billion area. If I pop on the Fibonacci, that's there we go. There's your fib. Okay, so as you can see, and I've shown you this before, it's all convalescing around, see those 3 points right there? You can see it's right in there. That's what we need to get over and hold over. So it's around about $325 to $330 billion right there. It's got to at least, now, if we have a move up, okay, that's a potential W pattern, actually, if you look at that. Ignore the time frame, okay? But that's where you would want to see it clear and hold. I wouldn't be buying here, for example. If you get to here, I wouldn't be buying here. I'd be waiting to see what it reacts there. If it does that and it pushes through and then holds, that is go, go, go time, okay? Very good, in my humble non-financial advice opinion. But if we do something like this, it's a relief rally. Maybe you're back in profit. For example, I'd be back in profit with Pengu. I'd be taking some profits in Pengu right there to see how it reacts there. Because then you could just have it could do that quite easily. Okay. Or, something like that. Okay. I'm not saying this is happening. I'm just saying that's what, if we do see some higher prices, and what would confirm that breaking above 280 billion would suggest that we are then going to test this area. So break 280 billion, we'll probably test this area quite likely. And then what it does from there, I don't know. I'm not saying that's happening. I'm just more hoping that it does, because I don't want to be underwater on my Pengu position at the moment. But yeah, trading range and nothing is... I would have to say the balance of probability, we see lower prices, okay? But I'm not willing to cut my position in Pengu just yet. I want to wait for that confirmation. Cool. So balance of probability lower from here, unless we see a beautiful W pattern move, which could that be playing out, right? That thing where it does something like that. That would be nice. Cool. Let's hope for that for the altcoin market, but then just got to watch out around here. That is the general altcoin market. I won't show you Pengu. Couldn't be bothered. And let's take a look quickly at what did a couple of my favorites, which I'm not in at the moment. Let's take a quick look at ACH, Alchemy Pay. It had been outperforming everything else in the last 24 hours, almost everything else. It was like up 20% when everything was down like 10 to 20%. Okay, so it's hovering around. Alchemy Pay is hovering around. It's above the 3-cent getting interested line. I'm interested in getting into Alchemy Pay. I will not get into it until it closes above at least the downtrend line and above my 4-cent getting excited line. Okay, that's a key Fibonacci from an old high and old low. We're not there yet, so it is still holding up though. Okay, good to see, but no signals for me to get back into ACH Alchemy Pay yet. I like what it does from a fundamental perspective. I posted a couple of independent videos on YouTube on it and on X. If you go to X and type in, I don't know, $ACH, it's Joe Main, you might find those, or just go to my YouTube channel, go to the video section, you'll see my ACH analyses. And let's take a quick little look at my old friend. Let's have a quick look at TOSHI. TOSHI on the 4-hour time frame. Not a lot to say. Still in a trading range. Is going to be the quickest video ever, quite possibly, or the quickest little segment. Okay, nothing to say. Still trading. We're at 00063. We are below the 0007 mark, so we have broken support. So as I've been saying, more likely that you head down to at least the top end of the best buy zone. So you're probably heading to at least here of 0006. That's not that far off, but the more times you test this, the more likely it is to be taken out. The more times you test this, the more likely that is to be taken out. Watch out for the bottom end of the best buy zone at 0.0004. Am I saying you should buy there? No, because, this is crypto, man. This could absolutely tank. The thing that it has going for it is TOSHI is listed on Coinbase. As you know, unless you don't know, unless you're watching this for the first time, TOSHI is the name of Brian Armstrong's cat. Brian Armstrong is the CEO of Coinbase. Coinbase recently just listed TOSHI on the Coinbase platform. Okay, so again, if crypto's having a massive run, all the normies are using things like Robinhood or Coinbase, etc. They're going to see, meme coins were a thing, wasn't it? What's TOSHI? That looks good. They might buy TOSHI. Okay, so that's positive for TOSHI in the long run. But again, this is crypto, people, so you've just really got to be aware. And I can't say that new all-time highs are even ever coming again until at least we break above this rough area here. We'll call it 001. Okay, got to break. I can see this move here at about, it's 001. Yeah, break that. And then we'll start talking turkey. That would be the kind of like the change of market structure where you're back in the game. Okay. And then we'll talk, higher prices. Then we'll do, price discovery and all that. We ain't there yet. That is TOSHI for the moment. Hang on a second. 1 second, people. Let's take a quick look at unicorn fart dust, UFD. I literally just saw this and I'm doing a quick live look. It's been the first time I've looked at it for a while. I did an individual video on UFD a while ago. And let's see, what is the price action happening here? We are up 33% overnight. Okay, 33%. We're at 5 point something cents. Is a bottom in UFD here? I can't say 100%, but let's take a look at a couple of things. I'm literally just looking at this for the first time for a while. So I'm going to get a couple of things up here. I want the relative strength index, okay, at least. So let's take a look at that. Now that's on the daily time frame. Okie dokie. Let's see, unicorn fart dust, if you don't know, started by a OG gold and silver stacker. Okay, so it's a big crossover of worlds. Named Ron from Ron's Basement, the YouTube channel, where he talks about gold and silver and gold stacking for a long, long time. Okay, and then recently he brought out a joke meme going, this meme coin crypto stuff, how dumb is it? I'm going to create something called unicorn fart dust. And then everyone just went, memed the hell out of it, and now it went crazy. Okay, so it went up to as high as 40 cents. We've had a big drop. Okay, we had a big drop since then, all the way down. Okay, this is a 90% retracement on unicorn fart dust. Okay, doesn't mean it can't go lower. Okay, don't forget, you can go way low. So the difference between 93% and 95% percentage-wise isn't huge, but look at the difference in the fiat dollar price. That's massive, okay? So things can have like 98, 99% moves in crypto. So that can take it way down here, okay, back into the, the 00 areas, okay? So I'm not saying unicorn fart dust is bottomed here, but let's just take a look at the recent price action. This is interesting. What I'm looking for is any potential areas of bullish kind of divergence, or is it just a little bit of a relief rally? Okay, so you can see on the daily time frame, we went into extremely overvalued on the RSI. Okay, that's where a lot of other things were overvalued there. That big dip, we did break through this area, so that's the change of market structure, right? That's definitely going to be the one. I would suggest my non-financial, non-professional opinion, but it looks like it's right about there, right? So that's at about 6 cents, let's call it. So it has not changed market structure back into a bullish area. Okay, so we haven't done that. I do like that we are trending up on the daily time frame, though. Was there any indication that this could have happened? Okay, on the daily, let's see. So we have that's a higher low. Well, number one, just from a pure, just like higher highs, higher low, that's a higher low. And that's the first time we've had a significant higher low for a long time. So that's probably one of the major ones. So higher low, that did coincide with, that's higher low on the RSI. Was there anything on the 4 hour that signaled a potential divergence. No, let's have a look right there. Go away. That's there. Was that a flattening out maybe? Okay, so you could probably potentially say that here, between here and here was there you go. All right, so that could be the potential thing that signaled to real proper pro traders, of which I am not, but that could have signaled something, okay, if I'm reading this correctly. That's a bit of a divergence in the price and the relative strength index. That's more of a flattening out, you can see, and that's more of a rise in the relative strength index. You're taking a major low area, so major bottoming area, and then another major bottoming area, which is there. So that's like a double bottom, okay? But it's higher on the relative strength index. So I would say that was the signal probably for traders to go, oh, okay, double bottom, but higher on the relative strength index, meaning a bullish divergence. Okay, and then they've gone, yes, please, I'll take that. And they did it pretty quickly. Okay, so then you can see that's the move back up. What happens from here? I don't know. Is anyone sending me a message? I've had a missed call as well. Give me 1 second. Yep, nope, okay, message. No, okay, doesn't matter. Yeah, and a potential W pattern forming here as well. See that? Come down, have that and that. So what we want to see, we're not out of the woods yet. So I will call this the change of market structure for UFD. I already did that. Let me do that. Okay, so that is at, call it 6 cents. 6 cents. 6 cents. Let's do that. 6 cents bullish market structure change. Okay. Does that guarantee that you go onwards and upwards from here? No, but right about there at your 6 cent mark, if you want to call it a window rather than, yeah, maybe we'll do that. No, that's pretty good. I'll call it at the 6 cent mark. Preferably you want to close above there. So technically I'm going to call it actually right here. You're going to annoy me, aren't you? Right about there. Let's call it there at 6.7 cents. Just to be safe. Cool. 6.7 cents. Okay. Right there. That's your change of market structure. You start breaking it back above there. That's looking really interesting. Okay. And on the daily time frame, that would mean it's still moving in upward territory, which is good. So we're not out of the woods. Potentially watch for some resistance here. Could this just be a unicorn fart dust in the wind and then ticking back over? We always have to be careful of that, okay? And you would, if we do have a bit of a tick over here on unicorn fart dust, you wouldn't want to see it close really anything below, I'd say about there, about 4 cents, 4.5 cents. That wouldn't be great. That was just kind of be saying it was a little fart in the wind at around about 4.5 cents, and then it would say no, probably heading back down again, okay? Just watch out for that. But it's an interesting move based on that, what I think is a bullish divergence. Watch out for that 6.7 cent area. You break that though, that looks all right. Okay, you close that on a weekly time frame and you hold it as support, then we can talk some higher prices, but we're not there yet. So that's an interesting quick little look at unicorn fart dust. Comments, queries? Let's talk. Final comments and queries. Oh, Nakas says a bit of a bounce for XRP. Yes, there was. Give me have a quick look at XRP. Oh, let me go back. Thanks for that. As shared. Oh God, look at all that Fibonacci. Look at all this junk. Look at this. Okay. Interesting. Okay, this could be a really interesting setup. Okay, here's XRP very quickly. Has had a little bit of a bounce. We're up 6% for the last 24 hours. $2.72. So interestingly, what are we finding? This is very interesting. Okay, XRP could be leading the way once again for a potential altcoin resurgence. Okay, what did we have? We had the move, technically an new all-time high just recently at $3.40. Wow, 10 cents more than the previous all-time high back in 2017, 2018, which was like back here. Couldn't be bothered showing you. So we basically did a double top so far. And then this moved back to down into this range near here. Now, I call this the ASX Trader and GMS range. GMS range being me, and my range was down to the $2.08, $2.10 mark. The ASX Trader range was finding support at around about $2.30. Who's going to be more right between me and ASX Trader, a total complete pro? Gee, we found, and now here's the thing though, we had that liquidation. So this was the big scare, okay? But where did we find solid support? Ignore the spikes, right? That was a big spike. It's one of those, something happened, a bunch of liquidations, but it closed above. We found pretty much exact support at that $2.30 range, which ASX Trader suggested we might get down to. We're now back above my personal, this is the $2.60 final hurdle for new all-time highs. Got to see it close on a weekly or a monthly time frame preferably. But that's a very interesting set of confluence, right? It comes down to the ASX Trader range, finding support back above the key Fibonacci level from the old highs and the old lows. Okay, so let me show you very quickly. I know it's let me get rid of that for a moment. Okay, this is my personal XRP chart. And I'll show you the other side of the coin though. Okay, this is the other side, the contrarian view as well. This is a logarithmic scale, the old high of $3.30, the old low of about 11 cents. Oh, can you imagine buying in March of 2020? We all know what happened in March of 2020, the spike of XRP at 11 cents, and now we're at bloody $3, $2.70. Anyway, from the Fibonacci from this high and this low puts in all these Fibonacci lines, okay? And the 0.786 is the $2.60 mark. That's right there. When I zoom in, you can see that's my final hurdle for new all-time highs soon. On the weekly time frame, we're in green at the moment. I like that spike. That's nice. On the monthly time frame, we're still in the red though. But there's that big, massive spike. We found that sort of key support at $2.30. If it closes the month, I was going to say, I kind of have to stick with my guns. If it does close the next 10 days, if it closes February above $2.60, that's pretty confident that we might be seeing more all-time highs in XRP. So that's looking very interesting. And thanks for pointing that out, Knackers. The other side of the coin, though, that I have to share with you, the contrarian view, let's take a look at the weekly time frame. Don't forget, though, here's the problem. Here's the big problem. Potential. Weekly, massively overbought, massively overvalued. Okay, we had a higher high. Let's see, higher high on the weekly, lower high on the relative strength index, which set it up for the massive bearish divergence. Okay, why is that doing? It's because I've got to draw it. You son of a bitch. There we go. Right there. So higher high, higher low, higher high, lower high, higher high, lower high on the relative strength index, bearish divergence, which did see it move back down. And technically we're not back above. Okay, nowhere near it. So we're still trending down on the relative strength index, which could potentially, set that up for lower prices coming. But just keep that in the back of your mind as the contrarian view. It looks good, but just keep that in the back of your mind. And also in the back of your mind that we have been extremely overbought, overvalued on the monthly time frame already. Again, you can spend a decent amount of time in there, so you can have a move like for this, for example. You can spend, look back in here of May of 2017, for example. This is when we peaked. You can see back here, you can peaked back at, what was that, around about 86 cents, 87 cents. It did go back down on the relative strength index, but then it turned right back around and went to $3.30. So from 87 cents to $3.30. So yes, you can spend a decent amount of time here and extremely overbought on the monthly time frame and even have dips down, but the price can still be going up. So what we really care about is just number going up. If we do go through an XRP continued move up, watch out for major profit taking area at around about $10. Okay, so we're at $2.75 now, less than 4 times. Okay, but that's to be the $10 major psychological value, I would say that would be. Some people are saying $20 XRP or even more. Sure, But if you're playing to make money, okay, and to playing to profit, which you should be, you'd want to take some profits at around about your $10 mark. Major psychological value. Anyway, looking cautiously optimistic for XRP. Now we'll get back to the comments. Thanks for that, Knackers. I appreciate that. Adding pics will be good on Telegram. Yes. Or on telephone. I think you mean Telegram. Let's see. I exist in the simulation, Joe. I think I do exist in the simulation. We're probably living in a simulation. Yes, probably. All signs point to yes. What are meme coins tanking? Ask DeepSeek. Less than 5% of ask DeepSeek, and less than 5% of meme coins make it past 1 year. Yeah, that's true. Let's see. Just a little pump, so someone can make a couple of mil before the dump. Yes, that's quite possible. Exactly. Could be right with the altcoin market. You don't like crypto, says Jay, on UFD, not XRP. Rightio. No, I think coins like XRP, Ethereum, Cardano have use cases, so have value. These meme coins give me the SHITs as they are just pump and dumps. Although you've got Doge. I mean, Doge is the Mac Daddy, the granddaddy. Okay, what's UFO price? Do you mean UFD price? UFO price? I don't know what you are talking about, sir. I won't be doing any more chart requests. I think we do probably have to leave it at there for today, my funky people. So we have taken a look at, today at China's secret gold hoard, according to new UK export data. After we did that, and just use it, if you're watching this on the replay, use the time codes below to go to your favorite part. Then we do live gold, silver, platinum analysis. We then took a look at Bitcoin, the altcoin market. We also did specifically, we looked quickly at Alchemy Pay, ACH. We looked at TOSHI, and we just looked at UFD, Unicorn Fart Dust, and we took a quick look at XRP as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we're nearly at 1 hour. I'm going to leave it at that. Hit the big red subscribe button on YouTube for the weekdaily-ish live show. I think I'm going to maybe change this up a little bit. Maybe not live every single day. We'll see. I'm still figuring out the format or trying to improve it. And of course, follow me on X, because you will get lots more on X, multiple postings every day. And as I said, I'll put in the comments, in the pinned comment below this video, the link to the new Telegram group where you can continue the conversation for as long as you want, 24/7. We already have a bunch of people on there. They've already posted and said hello, etc. So Jason's on there, and a bunch of other people will join. So you can upload things, you can add pics and all that kind of stuff, and just be the wonderful selves you are 24/7 on the Good Morning Stackers Telegram group. I'll put a link below. Gerald Draper is in the house. He just joined us. Come on, man. ACH says consolidation time, peeps. You could be right with ACH. You never know. All right, people, we are going to get out of here. We do our final synchronized slurp and we dance it out. You have been watching.
Good morning, Stack. Oh, yeah, we're feeling fine. Good morning, Stack. It's podcast time.
Grab it.
Grab a tasty beverage. Let's get in the groove.
Let's do that.
Synchronize. Slurp.
3, 2,
Now we're on
1.
the move.
Slurp it, baby.
Good morning, Stackers.
Thanks for watching, people. Thanks for joining. I really appreciate it. Stay safe, stay informed, keep stacking. I'll see you tomorrow morning live on GMS. Have a great day.